Hello everyone, it's a pleasure for me to be part of this summer school. My name is José. I'm Costa Rican. I'm a mathematics teacher. I'm currently finishing my master's degree in mathematics education and Cinvestav in Mexico City. And today I'm going to present the research that is called resignification of the uses of the derivative in a school design, prediction, trend behavior, and approach. My advisor is Dr. Cordero from Cinvestav. So one of the most elements that I use to justify my research is that the main concerns in math education have been that to know what knowledge have teachers and students about mathematics, but never or rarely has the concern been how this mathematical knowledge is used. For this reason, we look at how to bring the school mathematics to reality, but not as usual that we look how to bring the reality, the mathematics of the reality to the school mathematics. However, in the recent years, some different authors have called that is in need to investigate closely the ways in which calculus ideas are exploited in the client disciplines. How are these ideas conceptualized and representing in them what are students learning and what should be taught? In the same line, a socioepistemological program that is called Forgotten Subject and Transversality of Knowledge have reported that in engineering, the uses of mathematical knowledge are not relating to the usual mathematics that they learn. So in this program, we look at how to bring the school mathematics to the reality, but also how to bring the reality to the school mathematics, considering both knowledge in the same epistemological status. What did this investigation consist of specifically? This research takes up again what is reported by José and Cordero, who analyzed how chemical engineers resort to the analysis of graph of chemical components in electrical transformers to determine their states. In this context, uses of the derivatives emerged that are not set down in the school calculus. For this reason, the research question in this paper is, what are the processes of valuing of the uses of the derivative that arise in students in the transition between meaning it as a loop of a tangent straight line to resignified it as prediction, as a trend behavior, and as an approach. The theoretical framework that we use in this research is Socioepistemological Theory of Mathematics Education. Contrary to other theoretical approaches, it legitimizes offer of knowledge. For this reason, for us it's important to know, reveal, and value the uses of mathematical knowledge in the discipline field, in the school and work and among people. So one of the most important elements of this research is the design of a school socialization situation that is a construct of our theory. These designs are based on epistemology that favor the uses of mathematical knowledge in contrast to those that promote the emulsion of a concept. It required a theoretical perspective, which on the one hand orientates the approach to design and on the other hand allows to analyze how the process of resinifying the participant was. Its approach is intending to contrast some of the phenomena caused by the mathematical scholar discourse, namely exclusion, adhesion, or opacity. We are based on a category of modeling, and with this category, we study how different communities use the mathematical knowledge. The method. So this is a qualitative research based on the instrumental, on the study of instrumental cases. The design consists of 7 activities based on situations of approximation, transformation, and variation that emerge in a community of chemical engineering. After this, our sample corresponds to 5 chemical engineering students. During the application of the design, on-directing interviews were used with the aim of knowing what the participants were doing. So questions were asked about his reasoning and the purpose of his actions. Some of the activities that we elaborate for these designs are these. So in this activity, a graph is showed that represents the state of one of the gases in the electrical transformer. And what should be done is to draw a tangent line that shows a stable behavior of the gas. However, the point at which the tangent line should be drawn is not indicated, nor is the function, but should be based on functional arguments of the situation to determine what that line should be. So we can see that they drew a red line. In the red line, they show us a stable behavior, but it's different to the scalar mathematics in which they have the function and they know the tangent point. Other activity that we elaborate for this design is this. We suppose that the graphical behavior of ethylene is unknown, but knowing that the data were taken every 6 months, also we know the concentration, one of the concentration and the variation in this moment, and we need to predict what is the what concentration will be 3 months later. So one of the most iconic or one of the most important element that they use in the solution of this activity is that they first draw a tangent line. It means that they are using a tangent line to predict a future state. So now I'm going to make some reflections about some of the elements that I present of my research here, is that currently these elements do not make up any teaching accents for school text or for the school curriculum. The process of valuing the uses of the derivative consisting of 3 moments. A first moment in which his school mathematical knowledge is confronting, subsequently a second moment in which the development of the new arguments is encouraged, and finally a change is achieved when they consider both knowledge, school, and functional in the same epistemological status. It is important to note that these 3 elements were based on the epistemology of mathematical modeling categories. So it is the articulation of the 3 moments and the category that allows the valuing of the uses of the derivative. So these are one of the references that I use in my presentation. I will be very grateful with you if you have comment or question for me about my research. This is my email. Thank you for watching this video.